I got a tie. Do you guys like my tie? Because I don't. This is actually the first time I've shown my face on my YouTube channel. The first time. Never before. Anyways, if you haven't guessed, I have been working on a big project since April of last year. It is a huge collection of Kaizo levels put into a super world, and I'm just so excited to be finally able to release it. You might be looking at the length of this video and kind of wondering what it is, and I can explain that real quick. There were a few things that I wanted to do in general when I released Super Buck World. Firstly, I just wanted to have the clear videos available to people, so if people wanted to just watch them, or if they got stuck somewhere and needed help, I wanted to have those available ASAP. I also wanted to do like some sort of commentary thing, or some like behind the scenes for a few levels, just so I could showcase some little secrets and tips and stuff. I decided to put both of these into one video, mainly just for convenience. I don't think anyone wants 20 videos of mine immediately going into their subscription page. That would just be painful. I decided to do the creator's commentary portion of the video on my Twitch channel. If you didn't know, I have a Twitch channel. Let me quickly go over the structure of the video, just so you guys know what's in store. So after I finish talking here, I'm going to transition over to the creator's commentary portion of the video, aka the Twitch highlights, and if you don't care about that, afterwards I'm going to talk for a little bit, and then it's going to be the clear videos part, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to have all of the timestamps to all the little bits and parts of the video. All those are going to be in the description if you just want to jump around or if you're looking for a specific part. Alright, I think I'm done talking for this part of the video, so here's the commentary. Well, welcome everybody, welcome. It's here, it's finally here. Here we go. I'm gonna upload it with you guys. Super Buck World hype. Oh my gosh, so I just finished uploading all of the levels individually, and now we are going to upload the actual Super World. Alright. Let's do it. Hey, Mr. Endgame, welcome. There we go! There we go, it has been uploaded. There are 20 levels in this. I will not be playing all of them on stream. I don't want you guys to have to sit through that. So what I've decided to do, I want to do like a commentary thing where I go over some of the levels in detail. So I've chosen one. There are 5 worlds. I've chosen one level from each world, and I'm gonna go through them, look at them all. You can tell, I didn't want to put the, a lot of people when they do Super Worlds, they'll put like 1-1, 1-2 in like the name of the level. But if you're playing them just individually and you're not using the Super World, which is totally fine if you want to do that, like if you just want to skip around, play a few of the levels instead of doing the entire thing, I put the ID in the, it is covered up by the thing, but you can tell, like, 1-1, 1-2, 1-3. Ideally, I probably should have figured out that they would have been covered by the little Super World icon, but anyways, it's fine. What type of levels are these? These are Kaizo levels. These are light to medium Kaizo levels. If you come from the troll community and you're not familiar with Kaizo, yeah, these might not be for you. But I still want to go over them. I think they got a lot of cool stuff in them. So yeah, let's do these. I've had these levels, I've organized them down here at the bottom. 20 levels. People are already playing them, oh my gosh. Okay, so, for this, I want to start with the first level. So I'm gonna do one normal playthrough. So I wanted the first level, to start out, like, I wanted to start out pretty simple, but ideally this is definitely harder than I wish it was. Ah, shoot. But something that I also wanted to do, how long did this take? This took, I started working on this as soon as the Super World update dropped, back in April of last year. So I've been working on this almost for 9 months. It's been pretty crazy. So something you'll notice, is I wanted to use, in this level, I tried to exclusively use, enemies and items that were in only the first Mario game. So I was limited to Koopas, Goombas, Piranha Plants. Obviously, there are also, like, Munchers and Springs in this level and some other stuff, but I wanted to keep it generally to these, like, Goombas and Koopas and Piranha Plants. That was, like, the main thing that I wanted to include. A lot of interesting stuff here. I'll try to give a fun fact for a few of the levels. Yeah, so I think the challenge with this one, is just knowing when to do a full jump and when to do a big jump. Oh, fish. Fun fact, pretty sure Buzzies from the first game. They were, but I wanted to use, I just wanted to, like, start off with Koopas. I don't think Buzzies were in it. Well, no, they were in the, above Overworld levels. I'm stupid. So yeah, that's Barnstormer. If we go to the, yeah, that fish. Now, the fish is not that, it's actually not that hard to avoid. It comes, like, here, so you just have to do, like, a whoop there. It's not actually that bad. But yeah, so I also want to give a lot of, since I know there aren't going to be a lot of people, here, there are going to be a lot of people here from the troll community, I want to give some interesting sort of, like, things that I learned when making Kaizo levels. So we start off with, like, you know, the big Goombas that split off into 2. So I sort of, the structure of this was, like, I wanted to start off with, like, a Goomba trick, then a Koopa trick, and then originally there was there's a Goomba, it's a very simple Goomba trick here where you just jump off of it, and then another Koopa trick. And then here I wanted to start combining the Goomba and the Koopas together to make some really cool stuff. I also got some springs there and stuff. Alright. Honestly, this level's pretty simple. I don't think I have to go over too much. A lot of these, so things like this Koopa, the reason it is on a parachute is just so I can line this up, because it needs to be, for this trick to work, the Koopa has to always, when you hit it, it has to always go to the right side, and so I use the parachute and the piranha to make sure that when you hit it, it always goes to, just in this direction. And I use that, I think one other time, maybe 2 other times, yeah, right here. But yeah. So honestly, a lot of this level here it is again. A lot of this level was just, using the Goombas and the Koopas in little interesting ways. A trick over here that you're gonna see a lot, actually, this will be the last thing I talk about. Oh, actually, real quick. Every single level, I put I didn't want you to run out of lives at any point. I like how in ROM hacks, a lot of the Kaizo ROM hacks, you know, you don't have to, like, do it perfectly, or you don't game over usually. It's like, the goal is just to finish it. It's like Celeste, you know? And so, I give the player a 1-up, the player will spawn, like, here. And so, as soon as they start, they get a 1-up, and that's just so it always, you know, you always get it. Thank you, Green Beans, for the follow. Thank you. And I do that in the beginning of every single level. I got a 1-up right at the beginning. I tried to make it, like, automatically collect, but for some of them, it doesn't. Anyways, as I was saying before, so right here, alright, I use this trick so much, it is called a reclaim, alright? As you can see, I can jump off of, normally, obviously, shells, you can only jump off of them when they are moving, and if they are not moving, then when you know, jump on them, it just kicks it. But, if you have a big shell, alright, and it is a half a block away from a wall, alright, and there's, like, a certain amount of space underneath, it will, November 22nd today, I followed you. Well, thank you. For some reason, you can jump off of it if you land on the corner, or, like, the side of it, and it'll also move at the same time. I don't know why it works. I assume it's similar to the Infinite Lives trick with the small shell, but I use this trick a lot just because it's just a lot of fun. It can be a bit tricky to get the hang of, which is why I put it in the first level, but I do use it a whole lot. So yeah. So I think that's everything I want to talk about here, other than, yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, that's it's a decently simple level, I'd like to think. It might be a bit difficult, but it's pretty simple. We got World 1 here. And then World 2. So World 2, I want to do something interesting. So, World 2, as you can see, you start off with 2 levels. This is actually inspired by New Super Mario Bros. Wii. In World 2, you immediately start off on a branching path. So here, alright, we can go up this way, alright, and it looks like, okay, after I finish this, I'll get to go to the boss fight. And then over here, it looks like it'll take me 2 levels to get to the boss fight, which is true. These 2 levels over here, this is 2-1 and 2-3, these 2 levels are a bit easier, whereas this level is a bit longer and harder, so it's sort of a trade-off, you know? You can either do 2 levels that are easier, or you can do 1 hard level. I wanted to do a little bit of, like, you get to kind of choose, so that's why I did that. Actually, let's go over the boss fight. I haven't shown a boss fight. So, alright, if you've never heard of an Ultra Star level, this is an Ultra Star level. Which means it is heavily blue platforms, and you're just sort of jumping off of them. If there's any level where you need to like practice your controlled jumps, this is a pretty good one, because you have to jump off of these platforms while they're falling, which is pretty difficult to do. So I think if you want practice with that, this is a good level for it. But I also didn't want it to be too complex, so you basically have only blue platforms. It's not too bad. Here we grab 2 more. We're gonna go over this, go over here. Now we get some shells, you know, let's throw a shell jump in here, why not? And then my favorite part, inspired by the original Skyzo, a final shell jump to the end. Just super far. Alright, so this is where, so originally, alright, I'll talk about this a bit when I get into the editor, but this boss fight is one of the last boss fights I made. So we start off actually here, and in this little training area. So with winged enemies, playing this ends with pain and sorrow book, I don't know. So as you can see, there's this 1-up over here. This was me trying to... The boss fight here is a bit confusing, so I wanted to train the player. If you drop the POW here, you actually get the 1-up. You just... And I'll go over why that is in a second. But here's the boss fight, alright? Hey, look, it's Ludwig, alright? And it looks pretty simple, you know? The only problem is he has a muncher on his head, which means you can't hit him. But hey, we got this POW, you know? Let's just wait till he's on the ground and we'll, you know, attack him there. It does kill him, but it also kills you. So, I will go over all of the contraptions and everything. They're actually pretty simple. But, basically, you can't throw the POW. So you have to find a different way to kill him. And I showed in the little tutorial area that what you have to do in this section is you have to, as you can see, there are bombs above him. So we need to get him to fly a little bit higher. So, if I put a POW underneath him when he drops, he will attack himself. Alright? So, not only do you have to avoid all of his attacks, but you also have to drop a POW where you think he's gonna land. And if you do this, you will attack him. And you gotta do this 3 times. This is one of the only boss fights where the key, due to the mechanism that I used, the key is not actually in Ludwig. Ah, dang. Alright, I gotta try again. The key is not actually in Ludwig. The key is in a block. So it doesn't matter if you actually kill Ludwig, but you do have to hit him 3 times. Oh, I accidentally threw the POW. That's actually really creative. I know, I felt very... So, I'll talk about this a little bit more, but originally I had a boss fight in here, and I wanted the boss fights sort of like in normal Mario games. A lot of times the boss fight mechanic, or like the main thing that you do in the boss fight is related to what you did in the actual level. So I originally wanted to do like some sort of blue platform themed boss fight. But I did, and it turned out very bad. It just wasn't a very good boss fight. Oh! Hey, Lord Pickle King! Welcome! Lord Pickle King, if you guys don't know, he actually released a Super World as well recently. I have not played it yet, because I've been working on this one, but, you know, I will definitely check that out. Thank you so much for the follow, dude! That means a lot, thank you. Lord Pickle King is a way better Kaizo player than I am. He is way better than I am. So something that is a bit unfortunate, but I kind of left in, is that the more you hit him, by the third hit, there aren't as many bombs up top, and so you can actually hit him like a third, or you can do it. You have to do it. God, I can't talk. You have to do it 3 times for him to go. But sometimes the bombs will just be in the wrong place, and he won't like die, and so you have to do it a 3rd time. But haha. All right. Look at that. All right. So that's it. I put a hidden little frog suit in here, if you want to. I don't like the frog suit, but it's there if you want it. Something you'll see, well, to start in here, something you'll notice a lot in this level is I have a blue platform, like 1 block above, or 1 block below a ceiling. But the reason I do that is just, it's mainly to make these sections more consistent. I like to do these because as soon as you jump up here, it just immediately puts you back down, which does help with, like, timing stuff, so that usually, because if it's only, you know, like, I don't know exactly how long a player is going to stand on a blue platform before jumping on it, but when I put the ceiling here, it just automatically drops them down, and it just tends to make these sections a lot more consistent. So I left those in. This section's a bit confusing. Again, like I was saying, I don't know how long someone's going to stay on this blue platform, so this section right here changes a lot, depending on how long you stay on certain blue platforms until you jump off of them. So I like these setups with the blue platforms with the ceiling. It just tends to be a lot better. This mole here is just this mole just has a sound effect on him. He doesn't actually do anything. It just makes it so that there's, you know, heartbeat sounds. Classic stuff. All right. Okay. So here's the tutorial room. So basically, if you didn't know, all right, winged enemies like this piranha, they go up a certain amount of blocks. And then they go back down. It's all dependent. It's not dependent on where they spawn. It's dependent on where they land. So by raising this dude 1 block, he's actually gonna fly. Whoops. He's gonna fly 1 block higher, which is gonna crush the bomb and give you the 1-up. I use that in this boss fight. It's the same thing. Ludwig, as you can see, that's as high as he goes, but I need to get him 1 block higher. Ah, shoot. Sorry. Hey, Martian mistake. Welcome. Oh shoot, I just realized that was a sub. Oh my gosh! I just realized that was a sub. Yo, thank you very much, dude. Thank you so much. God, you guys are too nice. Oh my god, I just realized that was a sub. I am the worst streamer. Thank you very much. There we go. So yeah, same thing. He has the muncher on his head. So the muncher both actually has a double purpose here. Not only does it hit the bombs up top, but it also prevents you from jumping on his head. So yeah, that's what that does. But, there's another thing. So off-screen here, I have a bunch of on and off switches. So, because I don't want you to... I didn't put the key in Ludwig because you could actually cheese it. The thing that makes the P-switch go off when you throw the POW is this thing right here. As you can see, I have a launcher and a piranha over a P-switch. The piranha cannot activate the P-switch. So anyway, I have a cannon, piranha, P-switch. The piranha cannot activate the P-switch, but when you throw a POW, it destroys the piranha, which makes the launcher fall onto the P-switch. Maybe he would get more if he used big follows. God dang it. But yeah, so if I put the key in Ludwig, there's actually, since it takes a while after the POW is thrown, you could potentially go into the key door. So I couldn't put the key in Ludwig, so I had to put him over here, and that's what these on and off switches do. Every time he jumps up, not only does he damage himself, not only does Ludwig damage himself, he also will activate one of these on-off switches. This spike here on a muncher, these two, the spike on a muncher, every time a on and off switch is hit, he will drop down. So every time you hit an on and off switch, you will notice he falls down, and he will actually throw the spike balls. And I have these little rocky wrenches there, sort of as added difficulty. They really don't do much. They don't do much. They could hurt you, but I mean, they're not actually that hard. But yeah. So the second time you hit it, another dude comes out, and then once you hit it the last time, he will throw it at the key. I couldn't do a lot of this stuff off screen. I think I might have been able to, but I wasn't. I figured, I tinkered with this a lot. This was the easiest solution. There's probably a way easier solution to do it. But yeah, that's the setup. I think that's all I want to talk about here. Yeah. So that's the boss fight. I have 5 boss fights in this. I'd like to think a lot of them are very creative, so yeah. This level does not have too much stuff, like, technical, but a lot of it is, this level I want to talk about how I do the main gimmick. It's actually pretty simple, but, I'll explain it in depth. So this level, revolves around hidden blocks. I was inspired by, and I think Lord Pickle King, since you're in here, you'll probably remember this. There was an old Blind Kaiser race level a while ago, and I don't know if it popularized or inspired it, but it was the first level that I at least saw that marked hidden blocks with the tracks around it, like the little track box, and I believe it was by Happy Panda. And that level was super cool, and I think they made that. I don't know though. But I want to do something very similar. So this level is definitely inspired by that level, where it's inspired by hidden blocks, but I wanted to mark them in a very creative way. So I use these semi-solids, and I'll show how I do that. But as you can see it, but you have to hit it, and it's just a little... yeah, Fancy Panda, that's it, not Happy Panda. Fancy Panda, thank you. Thank you. It was a while ago, I don't remember. But yeah, so that's what that level is. It's a pretty short level, but, yeah. So I want to go over how I do this. So it's actually not too complicated. So yeah, let me actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this over here. I'm going to make a new one. So let's say I want to have a hidden block here, alright? And I want to mark it. So there are a few things I do. So first of all, the actual block behind here, this is actually a mushroom stem. Hey, thank you, Spyfry, for the follow. Thank you very much. So this is actually marked with a stem. So the first thing I do, alright, is I just want the block. So I do this. So this takes away the top half, but you'll notice that in all of the sections that have them, I sort of do them in an order with the mushroom platforms, one from the top, and then these ones are like, I sort of have them layered in a very specific way, and there's a reason for that. The way semi-solids work is that, the top of the semi-solid, like, if I bring this above the mushroom, then the mushroom appears on top. And then if I bring it below, then this is below. And that's just to make sure that the top of the semi-solid is never hidden, which makes sense. And we can actually use that to do this. So here, alright, I want to cover up the bottom of this. But obviously, if I do this, then, I can't see it. It covers it up. So I have to bring this above the mushroom, and that allows me to do this. So that's how I cover it, or that's how I do the little, thing. And I can obviously add some stuff. And at this point now, just to make it look cool, I'll add some other semi-solids around it. Just remember to put these semi-solids up the top so that this still stays through. And that's how I do that. And that's pretty much the only, like, interesting tech in here. Other than, I think there are a few other things. This level uses a lot of snowballs. And snowballs tend to be kind of janky. But, I tried to make it pretty lenient here. Actually, here's something interesting. So, over here, I have a section where you have to, you hit the shell, and you have to jump on that hidden block that the shell makes for you. This actually has a piranha in it, and it looks like you're gonna hit the piranha, but if you know anything, Mario Maker 2 hitboxes, what the heck do they mean? So if you're quick, you can jump, and you can do it normally. So this level, actually, a lot of the levels in Super Buck World I had a bunch of unfinished levels in my core spot. This level specifically, I had done up to checkpoint. I had made this before I started Super Buck World. But yeah, so this level was made for a race level originally, but I kind of lost interest, and I had other ideas. And so I did a new level. So this level stayed in my core spot, abandoned for a while, so I finished it up, and I decided to put it in here. Honestly, World 4 is probably one of my favorites. I think all of these levels are just super fun to play. Yeah, so if the Super World seems a bit ambitious for you, but you like Kaizo and stuff, if you're gonna play One World, World 4. So this level, we got a Yoshi name. This is, or a Yoshi level. We got a Yoshi level right here. This is a low gravity Yoshi level. Alright. So, this level, basically the gimmick is we grab these fire Yoshis, and we are going to grab them in midair and shoot some fireballs. And each of these Yoshis, all the fireballs are gonna melt these frozen coins, just making stuff happen. Oh no! Grab Yoshi in midair. Ditch him. Alright. Here we actually have a green Yoshi for a change, and we're gonna use this to do some shell jumps. Look at that. Hey, another Yoshi saves me. Here. Alright, look at this bomb. We use two fireballs to grab the bomb. Grab this dude, and we're in. Alright. Alright, this final part. It's a bit janky, but dang it, I love it. Grab the Yoshi. Here we go. Infinite Yoshis! As long as you don't get any momentum and you just stay on this straight line, like, I'm literally just pressing the bottom button while holding jump. That's literally it. And it just works. It literally just works. Yeah, look at that. Woo! So, it's like, I made it look pretty easy, but I'm really proud of this level. As you can tell, I'm smiling through the entire thing. I'm just so excited for you guys to see this. So honestly, this level was just a lot of fiddling around with timing. So things like this. This one just worked out pretty well, whereas you shoot here and you jump over there, you just kind of grab it. So the biggest challenge, obviously, was just fiddling around with this. So this one was on a conveyor belt. You know, this one's in a pipe. Like, it was just a lot of fiddling around with timing. This Yoshi, I'll be honest, this was probably one of the hardest ones to do. It sometimes still doesn't work, because, shell jumps are weird. If you jump off the side of a shell, and not, like, the very top of it, like that, sometimes this doesn't work. Or that time it did, but, that's the thing. If this level is a bit weird, it's probably, like, I think it just worked out pretty well there, but sometimes it can be a bit janky, and that's my fault. Shells are weird, but yeah. So I don't think this level has anything like this freaking aesthetics. Originally this was all just solid ground blocks, but I want it to be I thought it was too similar to 4-3 aesthetics, so I totally switched it. So it just turns out this works. There's no interesting tricks. It's literally just a pipe and a conveyor, and you know, low gravity. That's just it. Yeah. I threw in this claw. This level, or this Super World has a lot of trolls. This Yoshi egg right there, that's just bait. What you want to do is you just want to jump to the goal. This Yoshi egg, total bait. It does nothing. You guys know I can't resist trolls, obviously. I gotta throw them in. They're fun. Alright. Please tell me you edited all of the trolls in the clear vid. I absolutely did. Who do you think I am? I spent so long editing them out, you don't even know, alright? Every single one, gone. This one has a lot of interesting mechanics, so we'll do this one. This is tough to be a bug. So, something interesting. So this level actually used to be, 2-3. And so but I switched 2-3 and 5-2, mainly just to make more of a interesting difficulty. I think this one's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, and this one's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, so I switched them. But yeah, here we go. So this level, it's a Beetle level. This level, is sort of my Beetlejuice Jr. Beetlejuice was my second level I made in Mario Maker 2. I made it to practice shell jumps, and I really liked it. It's still, I really liked the theming of the level, and this was sort of like an interesting version of it. So this level uses shells, and it also uses chain stumps, because stumps are fun. They just sort of appear out of the lava out of nowhere. And we do a lot of fun stuff with them. Look at me go. Woo! Woo! I told you guys that reclaims were gonna be back. Look at this section. Reclaim number 1, reclaim number 2. We do 2 of them. Look at that. There's a level that uses even more reclaims, but I'll go over that one. Well, I won't go over that one. You'll just have to play that one. I'll just say that reclaims in low gravity are sick. 2-3 is 2-free. So yeah, there you go. So that level, I don't think it's too hard, but I've seen other people play it, and it's definitely more difficult than I think. So, the main way this works is I hit this, and then it pops up. Obviously the bomb blows up the stump, and then once this goes, this conveyor belt switches, and it bounces up. So for this section, I have a POW. In this section, when you come across it, that beetle is on the underside of the POW. Normally, you can't do that. Normally, you can't have beetles on the underside of POWs. It just won't let you. As you can see, look at that. Whoa! And then when you grab it, it falls. It's pretty cool. And the way that works is, well, I don't have him on the POW. I have him on this. And then by the time you load in, so when you start out here, he will walk onto the POW naturally, but then when you load it far enough, this bomb will just blow up all the blocks and he'll be left on the POW. So that's how that works. I use this trick a lot with the stumps. This bomb goes on here. So yeah. It's the same thing for these dudes that pop out of the ground. So yeah. Honestly, a lot of this level is just like putting springs in places to make shells do fun stuff. That's a lot of this level. As you can see, look at this, look at that shell. It's just a little magical journey. Isn't that fun? The reclaims again are just sort of fun. Oh yeah, this section. Alright, I'll go over this section. So, over here we have a launcher on a... I can't put a launcher in a claw normally, but I put a muncher on there to make him stand up. And I gotta load this section all the way from the beginning. So anyway, so as I was saying, the launcher. So what I have here is this, you do a back shell off of this, but then it throws a beetle so you can re-grab the shell you just jumped on. I spent a long time making this work, and I'm glad it did. The reason that you can't just immediately shell jump over here is because this is on a timer where this muncher, after a while, will drop down. And you need that muncher to drop down to ricochet the shell off of. A lot of this just, it worked. Pretty proud of that. Over here, this is the setup to make these just go back and forth. It's just a little note block on tracks, bouncing them up and down. Beetle. In a lot of ROM hacks, a lot of people, when they do secrets, they do little portrait rooms. I think they're very fun. You know, you can put anything in a portrait room. Or you can put anything in the portrait room. There aren't portrait rooms in Mario Maker, so I did the next best thing. In each world, I will say, every single world has a portrait room. Well, it's not really a portrait room, but it is a room. And it has a name of a level creator that I really, really like. Mario Maker 2 level creator that I really, really like. I mean, to be fair, there are only 5 worlds, and I love so many level creators, but these were like my top 5. These were like some people that really, really made some awesome levels. And so if you find them, it's a little secret. Usually, it is in the form of a pipe. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is in... Yeah, for all of them, it is in the form of a pipe, which takes you to a little secret. Some of them are easy to find, and some of them are very difficult, so have fun. But yeah, I think that is everything I want to talk about, other than, like... No, I think that actually is it. But I will go over the, some of the actual worlds and what they look like. Look at all these. This one, I don't know, it's just, it's that. Look at that, we got a nice little, outer space world. Look how cute it is. And then the devilish lava world. I really, really hope you guys, enjoy this as much as I enjoyed making it. And, you know, to the streamers that are watching this, I want to watch you play. I want to watch you play it. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for all of your help. Actually, something I do want to do. I want to go over the playtesters. Obviously, this could not have happened without so many people giving up all their time to help playtest this. I had a lot of playtesters. Off the top of my head, Unlimited Will, great guy. Check out his Twitch. Bunnelby, great guy. Check out his Twitch. Samwell, Mirror Doggo, who's in chat, thank you very much. Trying to remember, Pac-Man Boss played a level. Wilford the Boss played a level. Honestly, there were just so many people that helped. This was not just a me project. They helped so much. But yeah, there were just so many people that really helped, and it really made me feel very good. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say at this point. I'm just really glad it's out there. I've been sitting on these levels for so long. They've been sitting in my core spot, and it's so cool that I'm able to see people play them. I sense a Disney World theme. What would give you that impression? What would give you that impression? That I don't know what could ever give you that impression here. I have no clue what could ever give you that impression. But yeah, that is the level name theme. The levels don't have too much to do with the level names other than like mine is in cave, you know. But other than that, what's your maker ID again? Maker ID. I forgot to pull that up. Oh, wait, it's on the other side. I forgot to pull the maker ID up. NL648BGKG. That's the maker ID right there. Yeah. So, yeah, I probably should have said that. play my super world, but also I'm not gonna tell you where you can find it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Play my super world. Oh, I guess the commentary has ended now. I didn't have anything prepared for this part. I knew I wanted to, like, have some sort of, like, talking buffer in between the commentary and the clear videos part, but, unlike the first part, where I kind of wrote, like, a loose script, I didn't write any of that for this part, so we're gonna ad-lib the heck out of this thing. Even if I already said this in the Twitch highlights, I still want to go over and I want to thank a lot of people that helped make this. I know I made all the levels, but this was not a solo effort by me. I had countless playtesters and just so many people just here for encouragement, and I could not have done this without them. Again, I just want to thank all those people who helped make this. God, I'm so excited to get this out to people. I spent so much time on this, and I hope you enjoy. If you can't do Kaizo or anything, I hope you at least enjoy watching the clear videos. Normally, I plug all my stuff at the end of my videos. Not with my voice, just sort of have text on the screen. But you know what? I'll do it in person this time. You know, I'm wearing a tie. I mean, that's gotta persuade people, right? Like I said before, and I don't know how many times I've said this now, but if you didn't know I have a Twitch, I have a Twitch. I stream sometimes. I also have a Discord server. If you want to join that, I notify when I stream. But I also post memes in there sometimes. I mean, you don't want to miss out on quality memes. Who do you think you are? Yeah. So, definitely, Discord's pretty cool. Anything else? Oh yeah, I have a Twitter where I tweet. I don't know. And I have a YouTube, which you're already on the YouTube. So good job! You're on the YouTube! Yay! That's great. All the playtesters are also in the description as well. If you want to check out some of theirs. I know Bunnelby streams, Unlimited Will streams, Dr. C streams, a lot of those people. Super, super cool. Please check them out. If you want to check them out, at least give them a thank you if you see them around. That's gonna do it for the talking portion of the video, so I hope you enjoy the rest of it. Now I'm going to get this tie off my neck. It is so uncomfortable. It's a clip-on too!
Phew, made it! Phew, made it! Phew, made it! Yes, I'm a winner.